All right, what's going on, bros? Welcome back to another trade recap. We're going to go over the one trade that I ended up taking today and then another trade that I wanted to take. We got blew past my entry, unfortunately. So we're going to get into it. We ended up going break even on the day. Like I said, we made $32.52. We have been working a 9 to 5 recently. Unfortunately, that's just kind of how it goes. But yeah, let's get into the trade that we ended up taking, all my thoughts, everything behind that. So I did tell the Discord this morning. I told the Discord, I said, hey, I'm leaning more bullish. I want to see us take out this gap right here and then push back up, right? Higher time frame, I think higher time frame narrative, we're bullish. We've swept out our last, thing that we need to sweep out in that daily range. We swept out that last low. So there's really nothing for us to go lower. So like I want to see us continue going higher. Now, I told him, with that being said, right, there is a chance that we go lower. We have this bearish SMT. We also are delivering off a daily volume imbalance. Like there is 100% a chance we go lower. So I told him, we can either take a trade down to this 4 hour gap, or we can continue, wait for this to get hit, and then take a trade up. Those are the two things that I was kind of looking for, leaning towards. And we did end up getting a trade to take down to this gap. Let's go over it real quickly. So, anyways, obviously 4 hour, we have this gap right here, which is what we wanted. Asia session was this low right here, so it lined up perfectly with the gap. Beautiful. We're going to hit this no matter what before continuing back up, whether it be on ES or NQ. It's going to get hit before we continue back up. Next, on the hourly, right, as you can see, this is the rest of that gap as well, with this low resting inside of it. We also have another low lined up here as well. Looks perfect, right? Looks absolutely perfect. So what ends up happening? Well, we have this hourly gap right here off of market open. We end up pushing into it. We also end up pushing into this 15-minute gap right here, right? Just double confluence. That's all it is. It's essentially the same thing, just gives us double confluence. We also have this high time from SMT right here that we're also seeing, right? So this is kind of prime shorts. We're primed up, ready to take a short down to this 4 hour gap. That's what we think is going to happen. Anyways, we do end up getting this 1 minute inversion decently clean. I would give this probably an A setup. The only reason that it's not A plus is I would have wanted some sort of SMT right here, right? We had the external SMT. I want to see some internal SMT, maybe with something like this high to this high. That would have made it A plus for me if we had something like that. Unfortunately, we did not have something like that. But this is still a really, really, really solid trade. I loved it. We inversed here in 3 candles, which is not bad at all. We had a lot of displacement off this first one, a little pullback to rebalance this range, and then a continuation, boom, inversion with a really good entry, right? It looked absolutely perfect. What ended up happening, though? Are you going to put my thing back? No? Awesome, man. What ended up happening, though, is that we just ended up chopping around. As you can see right here, right, we obviously entered the trade, saw like 0 profits, ended up coming back, chopping around a little bit. We ended up pushing down. We ended up taking out this low down here, and then also this low right here. And at the same time, we took out, actually, sorry. I got break even here. The reason that I got break even here and not down here was because ES ended up taking out this low right here, which was my original break-even point. So this right here is my break-even. ES ended up taking this out off of that candlestick, and at the same time, we ended up pushing back and getting break-even. We did then go back down, come back up, chop around, blah, 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 come down all the way, blah, 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 whatever. All of this, right, chopping, and we still have not taken out this final low, which is my take profit. Technically, yeah, no, we left equal lows here. So I don't know, bro. Like, are there anything that there's nothing that, honestly, bro, I couldn't tell you what the hell we're doing. Like this PA is just terrible. We do have an SMT at this low, but I mean now we have equal lows, so we might as well take it out. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, just pretty awe. Next, what ended up happening? We did end up finding another trade. So that was the first trade. Obviously got break even, and it would have ran essentially to full TP. I would have taken out probably earlier than that when we ended up taking out this low with with ES. However, we ended up getting this 5-minute right here, 5-minute continuation trade, which was perfect because we hadn't taken out any of our draws on liquidity yet. Still had this final draw on liquidity down there as well, right? Ended up coming back in. That was equilibrium of this 5-minute range at the time. And then we got this 1-minute inversion right here, and absolutely insane, bro. Absolutely insane. 5 seconds left of this candle. We were sitting about right here, and I was like contemplating, are we gonna inverse this? Are we not? Right? I was literally thinking like, are we gonna inverse this candle? Within 5 seconds, we blow through my break even, almost blow through TP. Like, dude, you genuinely cannot make this shit up. We were like right here, and then out of nowhere, just shoot down. So did not end up getting an entry for that trade. That trade would have been something like this. Probably just a 1-to-1 here, or we could have targeted this down here for like a 1-to-2. So extremely unfortunate, man. Like there's really nothing you can do. I'm like a break-even warrior right now. I've gone break-even so many times in the last 2 weeks. It's truly depressing. I hate going break-even. I would much rather win or lose. It's just the way that I am. I feel like, getting on the charts, putting the time and the effort into the charts, and then getting break even is the same thing as sleeping through the charts and sleeping through New York AM sessions. So, pretty fucking dog shit. Recently, we've been having these crazy overnight moves. Like, we moved 300 and something points overnight last night, which is a very large move overnight. And I mean, fucking PM session. What the hell happened with PM session? PM session alone was 300 points. A lot of times when you move that far like that, then nothing really tends to happen in AM session, unfortunately. It's just kind of how it goes. So, I mean, there's that, obviously. But Asia session was pretty shit last night, too. Tried to trade Asia, but it was bad. We were in between 2 high time frame PD arrays, so I didn't even take a trade. But I'm extremely tired. I'm still sick. I'm going back to sleep after this. I need some sleep. And that's why I'm pissed off, because we woke up to get break even, and that's basically it. But anyways, those were the trades that one of them I took, the other one that I wanted to take but could not take. That being said, it's going to be it for me. I'll catch you boys later. Once again, if I take a trade tomorrow, you'll see me tomorrow. If I don't take a trade, you won't see me. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do all that bullshit. If you have any questions about any of these trades, feel free to leave them down in the comments or hit me up on Instagram. I respond to literally like every single one of my DMs. So let me know, and I will catch you boys later. Peace out.